so I'm Curtis Media. We're getting started with, and I just fucking yawn. Oh my god. This is for better or for worse, and this is the waiting room. And okay, you're okay.
Already being difficult. Hi guys, it's Kim Monet.
Hey everyone, my name's Pierre. True Confidence, supporting. Be back again.
Teriana, Noonie Customs.
All right, so our topic today is for better or for worse. So we're talking about development of relationships, and we're asking important questions, but not frequently asked questions. So we're going to start off with
Ones that normally tend to start riots, you know.
oh yeah, especially the first one.
Especially the first one.
So should women be submissive to their men?
Read that again.
I ain't doing it.
Should women be submissive to their men? Your turn.
Just look at me. Okay.
So it's funny because I actually just got this question the other day when I was like having a conversation with friends, and I don't want to piss women off, but my answer was it depends.
You gotta earn it.
On what? What does it depend on?
I don't know if I want to go down that road again. So the things that we discussed, it was like, okay, so clichéingly, my answer was in the bedroom, but not trying to be like some dominatrix type, you know, mess. But that was like the only place that I personally would, because I'm very headstrong, and not to get into like astrological signs and whatnot, but me, period, I'm stubborn for one. I know I'm intelligent for another, but I'm also, you know, like smart. So it's not like, because my friends were looking at it from the perspective of submissive in terms of not being stupid, but not knowing enough about a certain subject matter. Therefore, the man should make the decision. And that's where I was like, nah, because I can be way, way better at something, period. Not just on the guise of like gender, and just know what the hell I'm doing and be better at it. Therefore, you should just follow my lead. So it was subjective, I guess, case by case basis type mess. But me personally, I was like, see. If it doesn't have pillows on the cover, I don't want to hear about it. So that was kind of my.
I feel like it depends on this. I feel like it depends on the situation. That's why I'm leaning so much more towards a partnership, because there's situations where I might know more, and then she might know more. So it's kind of like it should balance each other out. She might be more. That's where I was going with my.
But is that the definition of submission?
It's more of like I follow the lead. I just look at it as not necessarily the definition, but the way people explain it is like he's the leader and she's supposed to like back him up. No matter like when the relationship is like if we're going, we all want to be, you know, financially sound or something like that. If he's the breadwinner all times, this shit like that. It's like he's the leader. And I hate to say it sound like she's the follower, she's supposed to support everything he does, but not everybody knows what the hell they doing.
Mutually obedient or passive?
Yeah.
I think for the question when it says should women be submissive to their man?
Yeah.
I guess it depends.
Yeah.
It would depend on the situation. But what about men being submissive to their women? To their woman.
I've never actually had that posed as a question. So
and that's why I was leaning towards the partnership, because in the sense of, say maybe she's better with numbers, maybe she's better financially. Why can't the man just like, you know, take the, you know, the passenger seat on this situation?
I mean, for me being in a relationship, long-term relationship,
pick your battles.
No, trust me, I am. That's mine.
I do not doubt that.
You don't have to worry about that. So it's kind of some situations trying to say this.
Can you guys give us like actual instances you can think of where that actually did occur?
Where like she's more dominant than me, or I'm more dominant than her?
Because I think we're all in agreement.
But before we get to there, let me say this. I think that the word submissive, when you hear that, you automatically assume, like we literally, to translate the word to what our perception of it is, the man is the lead. He is in charge, and we just follow suit, whatever it is that, you know, whatever he says is what it is to be.
Right.
That's what we hear, you know, when we hear submissive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's not the best word to use.
I agree.
I think that's become
For me
derogatory as well.
personally, it is, you know, if he's capable to lead. You know, you have to, like,
He has
it's
to earn it.
because no relationship works where, you know, like a dictatorship or a dominance thing.
Mhm.
Like, that doesn't work, especially for women of today. That's a no-go. No woman is going for that. Like, if you lead, I'm going to follow suit, but you have to be able to conquer all those aspects.
And know what the heck you're doing.
You know, and then in a good relationship, in my opinion, is where, all right, we're going to consult with each other. You know, like, yes, your mind may be made up, but talk to me and I may give you a different perspective and vice versa. You know, so.
Okay, and for us being in a relationship, I'm not afraid to follow suit, I guess, to follow behind my woman. You know, I trust my woman, and you know, she trusts me. So it's more of a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't expect her to follow me,
Right.
follow my lead, or shit. I hope she don't expect me to follow her at the same time. But it's more of, we have to understand that we are capable of, you know, sitting down, figuring everything out, figuring life out. And I think that actually grows a better relationship.
Right.
Because if something happens, let's just say, I guess that's how cheating comes in a form. Yeah, so I guess it all just depends on the type of
it
person.
could be like that. Because it's like, who are you to tell me what to do? In a sense, like, quote unquote, I'm the leader. I quote unquote know better. I think that's kind of like, it's like, in a sense of too domineering. It's kind of like, how you gonna tell me what to do?
Yeah, and eventually she's gonna take all your money and leave anyway. So
Right. So
I mean, definitely, I'm not saying that if you become too dominant and you think she's not paying attention, and if something, let's just say if the man was out cheating, let's just say.
Just so we're clear, my reaction was not. It was.
Okay,
it caught
okay.
me off guard.
All right,
I wasn't
no,
like, you're
I'm
wrong. You.
Okay.
There's some truth
So
in that. I
so
was
let's
caught
just
off
say
guard
she's
by what
not.
you said.
You think she's not paying attention.
Right.
You think she's just following suit. You know, she does all these things, but she's paying attention. She's just waiting on
you just slip up.
her way to get out. You know,
And use it against you, maybe fuel or ammo.
Yeah. So I mean,
Because like that's one of the problems. Like people have always told me that I'm a record keeper, and they're like, "You do it for fuel and ammunition." No, it's not necessarily for that. For me, it's always in a sense where I use it not against you, but for you to help guide you to make sure you stay
I
on
do
track.
that too. I'm
So
telling
it's
people all the
like,
time. Whose fault
If
is
you
that?
say like you're gonna try and do better,
Mhm.
and if you're not, then I'll be like, remember you did this, and this. It's
Yeah,
not
but
that you
you-
like.
I mean, but you holding strikes against a person, and it's, you know, then you stepping off into that's
A
a
different-
whole nother conversation,
Right.
and that's you shouldn't. If you gonna forgive and you know all of that, then
once you say you forgive, you should.
I don't like that I'm hearing this from a woman now because it makes me feel like I'm wrong.
No,
No,
I mean,
it's not that you're wrong. That's your
No, I've heard it before. That's why I'm like, if everyone's
You know,
saying it and it's the same thing that you've been saying, but you're the first female to say it, that kind of validates it. Because when a guy says it, I'm like, oh, whatever.
No, I
But-
mean you take it for how you take it personally.
Right.
But if you gonna forgive a person, and that's on either side of the board,
Right.
forgive them and move forward, because you don't essentially move forward. But
If you hold on to it.
yeah,
Right.
because that's just something you hanging over their head.
Mhm.
So nobody's doing anything, and it's a trust thing, and it goes into way much more than what it looks like on the surface. But to answer your question in submission on my part, I don't have a problem with submitting. When you are used to being what is the
An
word?
alpha female.
Right. You can maintain your alphaness, but you have to know, like, I mean, you know, you can find a balance. Not saying that I'm there or I'm not there. I couldn't really definitively answer that because with us, it's not by definition. Yes, probably about 75% of the time.
Right.
But he can lead, you know, and I trust him to lead.
Shit, I like her being in charge.
But-
I ain't gotta do it. Shit.
See, I wish I had someone like you because I can't stand when someone thinks that they're smart and they're not. Like,
Shit,
I
I don't
can't. Like, if I know you're making a
I
dumb
do the
decision,
same thing, but
it's like,
But you
Fuck.
can't. But
I think
you
it's-
can't look
I think
at
it's
it
different
as a
when you see
decision.
them,
What you
so-
have to do is analyze it, and you know, if they have to be ready to receive correction. You
And if
know,
they're
but you also cannot correct, and this is on
That just
either
sound
part.
like she bitching.
You can't, you can't correct, you know, in a intimidating way.
right.
Everything is about how you do it.
well, see, and that's the problem because it's like my persona comes off so dignified in the sense where it's like
Then you know,
it's hard for me to tone down shit because it's like
why do you have to tone down yourself? Why do you have to?
because
talk
people say
about
the people say that the way I come off sometimes can be a bit I won't even say aggressive. They're just like very very sure about yourself. It's like in my confidence
Then find somebody who's okay. with
Exactly,
you.
because it's like I don't think that I'm wrong. I don't curse at anyone. I don't raise my voice. I don't sit there and say that you're stupid. I don't call you out of your name. I don't belittle you. It's just that I am very sure about myself when I speak, and that to them comes off as.
Let me tell you what that is. True confidence.
Thank you. Like for real
That's
though.
exactly what
That's
it is.
really what it is. And it's like my
Yeah.
confidence sometimes gets misconstrued for. Oh my God, you're yelling at me, and it's like I'm really not though. You just don't know how to handle it, and you're dumb.
So
like,
so
Then find
what you're
somebody who know how to
saying is
do
you dealing with people
Children.
who are not adequate for you.
right.
But have you self-reflected?
But
and-
everyone's not gonna be. Everyone can't reach that level.
Exactly.
And everyone is not for you. Like your person is supposed to be at your level, and you are to be continuously
Growing.
self-working.
Yep.
And so that means like if we work on self, and then you know we of course work on us together. That's just something that naturally happens for
Right.
us.
They hadn't had that conversation if need be. If you like, this is how I am. I know it's not a flaw. Are you gonna be able to take that? And if that person can't take it, then you can move on.
But you also have to know when you do have a flaw.
Yes.
And it's not just this is who I am. And you have to be able to receive criticism.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And
flaws aren't bad. I think a lot of people have to understand that everyone comes with something.
Right.
No one is. I never wanted a perfect woman or a perfect relationship. Shit, I ain't never seen nothing perfect. My family fucked up. I mean, a lot of people's family fucked up. To be honest, to be completely honest, everybody family
Or
goes.
just not.
Everybody family has crackheads in them. Like,
Whoa.
I mean, or somebody who
let's get
has
back
done
on
it.
track.
Right.
We
Reel
get
it in.
dysfunction. Dysfunction is the word that
Yeah.
you're looking for.
No, he right.
Yeah, but we're gonna get back on track.
Well, I don't mean to call them that, but yeah,
Dysfunction.
everybody
Is it
has this dysfunction. So I mean, it's
Because the second question that kind of tied into that before we went off into Crackland was, are you both just fighting to be the leader? And I think that's where what you guys were saying, it kind of comes in, because it's like sometimes my true confidence can be misinterpreted as you're just trying to be dominant, you're trying to be domineering. And it's like, that's not the case. It's just that I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, but why are you in a relationship where you have to have a power struggle? What is it about this person that says I have to fight you to be the lead? Why?
lead, yeah.
You know why?
oh yeah, that's a good
I
question.
guess that's what I was saying.
That's actually a good question.
What is it? Because what, you know, in my opinion, and not to say you specifically, but when you fight for lead and things like that, you're not secure in who you are. That's
Not
what-
me with that person.
Yeah.
Like
Any
for
person.
in my experience
Mhm.
with, you know, whether it be another person or personally, it comes down to a security thing. You know, because that's like trying to prove who you are to a person for what? If you know who you are and they cannot see your value,
Then what's the
you know,
purpose?
you
Yeah.
move forward.
Yeah.
You move on. You don't have to, you know, because it creates where there may not be insecurities. You know, it'll create them.
Yeah, it could create them.
But why be in a relationship that you have to have a power struggle? I don't believe in it, because I'm going to be who I am.
Regardless.
And when I change, it's a change because I chose to, not because you said, well, you need to change X, Y, and Z. But, you know, some people cannot deal with who you actually are, and you have to know the fine line and the balance between who I am and behaviors and characteristics and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you get to know someone.
So another question would be, when the 50-50 rule.
Are you asking if it applies like when you're...
No, so what do you think the 50-50 rule is, or...
Okay, so precursor.
What's your take on it?
I think, yeah, because... Okay, so like for example...
Break down the 50-50 rule for people who don't understand the 50-50 rule.
Well, I guess I could do it through example of social media because that's just so ever prominent in our era. So for example, I see a lot of posts, well, a lot of memes on Facebook are like screenshots of things that people have said. Some of them will be things like, and I don't know how true it is, or people are just trying to like stir up, you know, just drama on the internet. But girls will say things like, well, I feel like it's the man's job, you know, to pay the rent and, you know, to take care of utilities and all these kind of things. And I have one friend on a Facebook, shout out to Sam, he will go ape shit when he sees stuff like this because he's just like, no, 50-50. Because, you know, pull your own way. Because I think I'm a firm believer it should be like 50-50. Only because you both utilize the same place. You live under the same roof. You both watch TV. You both eat there. You both do all these things, right? So it's like if you're both taking part in this, I feel like it should be split evenly down the line. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to things solely like, you know, you wanting to get your hair done or your nails or things like that, that's on you. He's not your sugar daddy. He's your significant other. There's a difference. So you take care of that yourself. Yeah. Or if you want like a pair of shoes or like a purse or anything like that, do it yourself. And then same goes for him as well with all the things he'll indulge in. But as far as like sharing the same roof and things that go with like maintaining a household, I feel like that should be split down the middle because you're both indulging in the same thing as well. Right. And it's not a power struggle like, well, you watch 70% of it and I only watch 30, so I'll pay that much. And that's stupid. If you're both doing it, freaking do it and just
I only watched one episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Exactly, and it's like, and I didn't even get to finish it because, you know, whatever the case was, it's like, if you're both doing it, split it down the middle, call it a day. But for your own self-indulgences, pay your way for that. That's just how I personally feel about it. Because I don't want to ever feel like I'm being kept. Because at the end of the day, regardless of your gender, you only have yourself in the end. Yeah. Y'all can break up tomorrow, shit. So it's like, with that being the case, you have yourself.
That's why I lean so much that way, because I can understand... I never understand, quote unquote, the man is the provider, so I can do the whole like 70-30 thing at the most. But I look at it at the end of when you, like you said, when you leave, so you went and got your hair and nails and all this other shit done. I paid for everything, so you got to do it with ease. So if I got cheated on, I look at it like that's probably the reason. You had all this fucking time in the world. Where's your money going?
I mean, and honestly, like T said, like she said in the beginning, it's like it's one of those things where we're in an era now where women of all kinds are more independent, more responsible, and can take care of themselves nowadays.
So now you can take care of yourself, and you have your. So you got to think about it. How you can say you can take care of yourself. Well, now I'm taking care of you. Not all your money is going in your pocket. What are you doing with your money?
That's true. Probably stashing it for a getaway. I don't know. I probably have like a secret.
That's what I always think about. If I'm paying 100% of the bills, so I'm paying rent, light, utilities, all that. Where is your income come into play?
Would it be something that's agreed upon?
I mean, depending on who the person is, a lot of people do agree upon this. And I've actually had her. She was like, pretty much the only use of a man is for his income.
That's very true. Because I personally have never known anybody.
I've had this conversation on Twitter.
Very true. No, it ain't.
I've never known anybody in my 26 years on this earth who has, and maybe it's because we're too young and we don't know the whole sugar daddy, like the black world of whatever's going on, but I've never personally met somebody who lives with a guy or has like a significant other, whether they're just like in a situationship or like actually together, where that's been the case. Like, never. Because I don't think anybody would be okay with it. Like, I don't think a man would be okay with paying all the bills and being fine with it. I don't know.
Okay, so
really?
Yeah.
Speak.
I guess I don't know. I guess it's depend on. I guess it's depend on how you're raised. I guess all that ties into it. Okay. So for like me, I was raised that you should. I mean, I guess it depends. Like. My mom always taught, my mom has all boys. So she told us to always, you know, you can help, but protect yourself. Because like you said, you can be in a relationship one day, and the next day you're not.
Right.
You've paid rent.
Mm-hmm.
But your name not on the lease.
Right.
Yeah.
Get out. Like,
yeah.
See, what you mean? I just paid rent. Like,
right.
No, but you gotta go. Like,
right.
So things like that. I mean, but when it comes to bills, if one makes more than the other,
mm-hmm.
and that one's able to pay rent, and that other is able to pay only the gas or light bill, whatever,
mm-hmm.
That's acceptable.
Right.
I mean, if you make more, it doesn't mean that you should, I guess, try to force that you make more.
Right. So maybe I should backtrack and say if it's mutually agreed upon.
Yeah, if it's agreed
then if it's mutually agreed upon, do what's best for your relationship. Because everything is different. Something will always seem unorthodox to somebody. So if it's mutually agreed upon for you two, then first of all, you can't judge no way because who gives a crap about your opinion? You're not in a relationship. Yeah. So because like Pierre said, that's actually a good point. If one's making more than the other, and then like maybe pay the cheapest bill out of all the ones that come up. If that's what you can afford and that's what works for you, then do that.
I think
there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Who say it's bullshit, they should do 50-50, they're paying all the bills.
Yeah.
They lying. They're paying all the bills and they're mad as shit that their girl get to go to work and get
keep
their
her
hair
whole check.
Keep her whole check
her
and
whole check.
Get her nails done, hair done.
Yeah.
And he can't even go to the barbershop because shit, he can just pay rent, car note, gas, insurance, all in 1 week. Now he got $20, that $25 he was gonna spend on his haircut. Shit, he gotta keep that for the next following week.
He a fool.
No, he is a fool.
That's foolish.
He's foolish.
That's
foolish it most definitely is.
Because I personally believe a man is to be a provider. I do. But don't do anything that you cannot afford to do on your own. Yeah. Like, you don't enter into anything you cannot afford to do on your own. And that's part of the protect yourself thing. 50-50, I don't speak on that because I don't agree with it.
Okay.
And I don't agree with it because I think that men are to provide. That's a part of being a man. That's where, like if I don't, like I asked, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I asked him a few weeks ago, do men like to feel needed? Because in society today, women can do everything on their own. It's about one thing that we can't accomplish on our own, but it's all kind of things, ways to get to it. Mm-hmm. If you get my drift.
Pause it. No.
Essentially,
press play, come back without those two.
We technically are not in need of a male, other than a companion. And most people, they so not used to having people around that they don't know what companionship is. Now what works for me is if you take care of bills and something happens, I pick up the slack. That's where a woman's paycheck and her pay and she's supposed to be making sure that if something happens, y'all still straight. Okay. That's what I think. But we can also go the route of if you pay these bills and I pay these bills, or you pay bills and I take care of all the house stuff. Right. Because, it's stuff other than bills.
Right. Hence the mutually agreed upon things right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
1 month you pay the light,
or
cable.
It can go the way where 1 month you pay all the bills, 1 month I pay all the bills. It's whatever works. Mm-hmm. But I do think men are to be providers. Okay. That's how I feel. Yeah. But I also know that, depending on jobs and situations and things that are going on, it may not be possible that you can, so it's room to move and work. It's a partnership. You're supposed to be helpmates. I strongly believe in the helpmate, but for us, what we do works for us. And I still say protect yourself.
Yeah.
And if y'all first start dating, don't make sure you protect yourself.
Of course. And it comes, that's like in the financial aspect, you have to. You know, if something happens, and that's whether you married or in a relationship, you still protect yourself. Male and female, that's what you're supposed to do. You know.
That's life.
If you got to get up and go, you just go.
You can bounce.
All right, bye.
And that's why I think I'm in the middle, because I was always raised, it's like the 70-30 thing, where it's like, I pay the rent, you pay the utilities, and we come together on groceries. Because you already know the rent's going to be the most, because the rent's going to be, depending on where we live at, say it's like $1,500. Then utilities could be $2-3. You're not really paying a lot. That's really like, not
it
even
pales
a
in
whole
comparison
check.
to what the weight of the man would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
And then when you come together on the groceries, if it's just y'all two, let's be 1,000. If y'all not really eating a lot, that really ain't shit neither. So it's like, you still got a good portion of your check.
Yeah, and that's true. And with that, I still think that even if you do what you say, 70-30, even if you do 70-30, if something happens and you can't, you know,
can't do that
reach the
70.
whole 70, she's supposed to be able to pick up the slack.
Right.
That's you know, like.
Then it should flip. She should be doing 70 or vice versa, whoever.
Or however y'all figure that out.
If I got
she's supposed
the
to
band,
be
and
able
she should, if I got the band and I ain't got the 5, she should be able to get the 5.
It shouldn't be go get it. I mean, like, unless you're going to get it out of a safe or a bank account or something, like, it should be easy.
Right.
It should be smooth sailing. You know, that's how I feel about it. And, you know, other people will dispute it, but to each their own.
And everything works different for everyone. Everybody doesn't go through the same thing. Some men like paying all the bills. Some women, whatever Facebook says or whatever, some men like paying all the bills. Shit, some women like paying all the bills.
Question. When you asked Pierre the question about do men like to feel needed, what was your answer? Because I don't think we ever got that.
I said sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's a...
You didn't get the answer that you wanted from either of us.
No, I said sometimes because I think
do men
everyone...
feel like men when they are able to?
That's what I was getting to.
Right, and I'm only asking. I'm not saying this for devil's advocate. I'm really asking.
Do men feel... Okay, ask your question.
Do men feel like men when they're able to provide certain types of things or like services for a woman?
I think every man wants to...
I feel like all of us want to be needed, because in a sense, what are we here for?
You want to go philosophical? That's another time for another day. So, because I really, my mind went when I thought about it, and I was like, that's a lot. Just put the lid back on. So back to this. Back to this question. My thing is, like, for example, and this is probably like taking it a little too far up there, because this could be like an abuse of power. Like, what do sugar daddies get out of being sugar daddies?
The sugar.
That's okay.
Goal.
You know,
that's the obvious
That's how
answer.
it's supposed to work.
It is.
True.
Yes, and it's the
I
sugar
think they
on
want
top
to be
of
needed.
What a lot of people don't.
I think they want to be needed.
That is true, because they get what like the empty nest syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they looking
Okay.
for companionship,
Yeah.
and they looking for, you know, a spark, because usually they're way older and they not doing anything.
And it's a good and an evil with it though too, because it's kind of like in the back of your head, yeah, you need me. Like, you would not be this person
But
if I didn't
not all
provide this.
men really need the sugar. Like,
That's
some
true.
of them
That's
really
true,
just
and
like the
that's where-
companionship, like Tariana said.
You know what I think a lot of sugar daddies come from? Is from men who
Didn't have
work their whole lives
They
and
didn't
never
need it.
find... They're so stuck on working, making money, trying to provide, but at the end of the day, they have nothing to provide
So
for.
either they don't got kids, or
They don't
kids are
have to.
dead,
They always
or
wanted kids, but they, in their mind, their dad or their grandfather or their mother, you know, their mother struggled so much, and they want to. I never want to go through this again. I don't want to feel this, so I'm
And
gonna
so
keep
they
working.
put it off.
I'm gonna keep working. You forget to find love. You forget to have kids. You forget to go out and enjoy yourself. And then at that point, when damn you retired,
You wake up one day, you're
You
65,
wake up like,
and you're like, oh.
And you have nothing.
damn, what the fuck? All my other friends know they fucking broke as shit, but they happy.
Right.
Now what am I gonna do? Go out there and get me? I can't get an older woman because most of them are already taken. Or shit, at this
They
point
don't
they don't want
want
no
I was
man.
gonna say,
Or they don't want no man.
Right.
Or so what
They
should
got
I
to that
do?
point where,
Well,
like,
I
I'm
should
cool.
go get me. I can go get me a young girl. I don't even have to have sex with her because some of them don't.
right.
Like I know one right now. This man, he just likes being needed. Like he.
And yes, we may talk, throughout the day, but a lot of days is like ships passing in the night. You know, we giving information, but we ain't really, you know, we touching surfaces. Give me an in-depth conversation.
Right.
That's like when we first start dating, I used to say, let's have an outing. Like people would say, oh, y'all went on a date, a lunch date, a dinner date, whatever. No, we had an outing. We'll have a dinner date later. And a lot of people couldn't distinguish the two. And for me, it was.
I don't feel weird anymore.
I was just about to
I
ask
definitely
elaborate. I thought it was the same thing.
To me, like an outing is just we just going out doing something. I feel like
Right.
a date to me is planned. Like I didn't put this shit together.
I feel like you put on your makeup, you wear a dress, and you go out and have like a steak.
It's planned, and you get more in depth.
Right.
That's like our outings. We would touch points, but we may not. You know, like tell me what's really going on.
Like I might be upset. It might be some work, something, but it might be something packed on top of it that I'm not telling you.
Right, unravel. Like for me, if it's stuff going on in work, unravel it. You know, let's really talk. And that's like, you know, when you first meet a person, you getting to know them and y'all having those conversations, and it may not be too in depth, but they are expressing to you more than just surface things, more than just saying, oh, I had a great day, we did such and such. You know, they hitting all the sub points, you know, too. You really get to know. And that's how you really get to know a person.
And so it's where you can like build a dialogue surrounding the surface points.
That's why I keep telling people I've never taken really know I taken a person out on a date, because I like there's layers to the certain shit that I be doing.
It is, there are.
You want to hang out and then dating is two different things.
Yeah.
Oh God, say it again. Let's touch my soul.
Hang out and hey, let's hang out.
Let's hang out.
Hanging out and dating people are two different things.
They are.
Let that
Because
sink
to
in.
me, like when I hang out with
it's
somebody,
three different things if you really think about it.
right?
Because you can get that
Potentially three different.
You can get that late, that 10 o'clock. But hey, let's hang out.
That's true.
Or you can get that midday hangout.
Right.
Or you get that for real. Or you can get that midday, early morning. Hey, let's go on a date later.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I mean. To be
So
honest.
5 different.
And we all know what that 2 a.m. hangout. So I mean,
Because I was gonna whisper, you could just say booty call. Like, I mean, it could have been.
Yeah, but
who's saying that? Hey, let me slide over real quick. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
Actually, I do got one of my homeboys. This nigga don't get. He don't care. He like, hey,
Let me slide through.
you wanna have sex? he
Straight shooter.
Yeah,
Straight
hey,
shoot.
you know, I don't want to come over here and waste no goddamn time.
like what? And women be confused. What?
Like, I'm
That's when the dots just get the rolling. You know what the fuck going on? He thinking they about to text back a whole bunch of stuff. Meet me here, and she be like, "No." Like, I'm not wasting all this.
I care. So I think we kind of rolled away from the question, but does your job have to end? Because I feel like life is all about balance.
I'm gonna chase her forever.
Right, and that's really what it should be. It's
Even
like
though I called her, I reeled her in.
because it's like when watching Insecure, it was like when Amanda was, well, her name in the show was Tiffany. Her name was Tiffany in the show because I remember he was like, Tiffany, I'm on. Okay, so she was pregnant and she got mad because none of the girls offered to plan her baby shower, and she even held out before asking her crazy crew, which was her other, bougie friends, to plan it. And they had every excuse in the book as to why they couldn't do it. And she was like, so I'm having my first child. The truth is we're all gonna have life shit. So I think in equating that to this topic, it would be you can have everything in the world going on, but if you care about somebody, you will make the time that it takes to see that person, court them, date them, hang out with them, get to know them, decide if you want to spend the rest of your life with them or that little bit of time with them. It just comes down to whether or not you care enough. Because if you're not serious about it, then you'll definitely know.
Of course.
By their actions. So it's
of course, that is very big, and you also have to know, like we've got those friends and people who we may not talk to for 6 months, a year, 3 weeks, however long. But when we get back together,
it's like nothing ever happened.
Never,
it's like you didn't miss a beat.
But to wrap this up, I think a relationship is a partnership. Do we all agree?
Yes.
We the 50-50 thing is more of
Case by case.
Case by
Communication.
case. Communication.
Communication.
It's communication.
It's no case by case.
And I mean, that's what I got from this. I mean, I
Yeah.
hope you guys get what we were pushing towards.
And there are 10 different ways.
Yeah.
According to Pierre.
Oh yeah, there's 10. There's probably more. Y'all probably got. If y'all got more, put them in the comments. You know,
Right.
we can probably discuss those 3 a.m. The difference between 3 o'clock and 3 o'clock hangout and 2 o'clock hangout.
It's like
So,
sequester time.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's just like I feel like that's not.
That's
not
that's
giving
for a
those
different
time
day,
frames.
though.
I know, like when you hit that 11 o'clock and beyond, I
Don't-
know that one.
Don't
But
be
for the
mentioning
rest
me
of
in
it, it's
cool
just
shit.
it's all in context. But just be straightforward. Why
Yeah.
not? Why not be straightforward?
Just like your granny
It's
was.
so-
Be like his.
What's open his leg? You know, ain't nothing open his leg but legs. I know everybody heard that. So from
Boy.
11 and on, his legs is open. So that's what that
Or
hangout
a late
is.
night drive, like just cruising.
But then, never
A
mind.
Crunch Wrap
cruising
Supreme at Taco
conversation.
Bell, like,
Oh shoot.
Crunch wrap.
because that's what I'll be doing. Because my beef Crunch Wrap Supreme. $2.73 plus tax. So I think it actually got more expensive, like $3 of it.
Alright, that's what we call it.
I'm just
Oh
saying,
my God.
taxes have gotten involved. Inflation is real, like, but we're all in agreement.
Y'all niggas wildin', and this is the way to run. This God, oh my God, this is why I can't take niggas nowhere. Oh my God. Are we done?
Oh.
Done.